So this is Black Schilb, maybe one of the hopes for the Czech national team for this upcoming Eurobasket. So Blake, what a news that that you might be playing soon for the Czech national team.
Yes, you know, it's great news for me. It's a great honor to be here at the camp in Trutnov right now, and you know, to be with the guys and the coach. And you know, it's very exciting for me. The process, it's been some time, and you know, now it's finally here. So you know, to actually be living in this moment now that it's here is, like I say, it's very exciting, and it's fresh.
Actually, when did it first come to you on your mind to this opportunity or this possibility at all, or have you ever considered something like this?
You know, my wife and I, we've been married for 3 years now and together for 6 years. So you know, we was just busy with work and raising our children, you know, and we never thought about this possibility. So you know, when I was approached by the federation to maybe take this step, you know, it was a surprise, and a very nice surprise. So it was about almost a little over 1 year ago, and you know, Coach Nano became the head coach of the national team, and I was fortunate to play for him before in Nymburk, so we already had a relationship. And you know,
that time as an assistant.
Yes, he was an assistant at Nymburk then. So now, when he approached me and asked me if I would want to be able to do this, or to take this route to try to get the citizenship, I gladly said yes, and you know, and was very excited.
Were you at the very first time also interested in what it all will take? I mean, were you maybe scared a bit?
A little bit, yes, a little bit. But you know, I have you know, family in the Czech Republic with, you know, my wife's parents and brother, and you know, I'm very familiar with the culture, and you know, I love the Czech Republic, and you know, it was great news for me. I was a little nervous, you know, because my Czech language isn't still the best. Even though our kids speak very good language of Czech, and you know, it's good for me to hear it, but for speaking I was a little bit nervous. So it's exciting time for me.
You said that you have someone living in here in Czech Republic now.
Yes. My wife's mother and father, and my brother-in-law. Yes.
Oh, your brother-in-law. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, probably the most important like precondition was your Czech wife Bara. So where did you meet and when?
We met when I was playing with Nymburk. You know, I remember we was playing, I think, Prostiov one game, and she walked into the gym.
Was it a home game or?
It was home game, yes. And she came in with Michael Kremen's wife, and I said, "Oh, who is that?" You know, to Michael, and he said, "Oh, no, Blake, don't worry." And you know, later on we decided to meet, and you know, it was you know, it sounds cliche, but it was very exciting and fresh, and almost, you know, love from the first time we speak. And I love her attitude towards everything, especially, you know, my wife and being a mother.
From those 2 years you spent here, so would you say that she's like typical Czech woman, or how did you learn the Czech women actually in the course of those 2 years in Nymburk?
Yes, she was very. I guess she was very typical, but very standoutish too to me. You know, she stood out. You know, before I was single man, so I seen you know, Czech women, and you know how pretty they are. But when I seen her, I was saying to myself, wow, she's very beautiful, and she's smart too. So it also helped that she could speak English to me. So when we actually got time to spend time alone, you know, we really took advantage of this, and would go for coffee and just things like this and see movies, and which is very difficult for us to do now with 3 kids. So
Right. So already 3?
yes.
Yeah. Is it correct? By the way, when I see your nice decoration now, at least around your arms, or on your arms, what of those signs, let's say, are connected to your wife or to your kids? If some.
I have some here on my shoulders that are connected to our kids, and you know, here is for our first daughter Jocelyn, and she's 5 now, and you know, she's something else. You know, I didn't know what it was like to have a daughter, because having a son first, it was different, and once we had her, it changed my whole life. You know, maybe it made me a little more soft as a as a papa, but you know, she's.
But not soft as a player.
But no, not soft as a player, just papa. So she was my everything. You know, when she was born, and you know, she paved the way for her younger sister now, Isabel, who will be 1 in 2 weeks. So we actually just buy the tickets for them to come and to be in Brno next week during the training camp, so we can celebrate our baby's first birthday.
Okay. So there are 2 daughters, and the third is.
Yes.
The third kid
Oh,
is.
the third is a boy, but he is older. It's 7 years old. Yes.
Oh, okay. By the way, do the kids have all like dual citizenship, like Czech and US, or?
The 2 daughters, our 2 daughters, yes, they have dual citizenship, and they speak Czech very well. Our 5-year-old speaks Czech very well, and our baby, she understands, so she's on her way too.
Okay. What have you gone through during the process of getting the citizenship? So, what all have you passed already?
You know, I had to leave Paris last year, where we were 3 times to come back to the Czech, and
like during the season.
During the season, yes, I would have to fly here during a weekend or free days to continue the process and make a lot of paperwork. Fly into Prague and drive to Friedrich Mystic, 4 hours, and you know, a big part of that was Jiří Novotný, you know, with the federation, and he's been a very big help, and you know, of course, Coach Neno. So this last meeting was with the Ministry of Interior, and I think it went very well, and you know, hopefully we can hear some good news soon.
Yeah. What day do you expect that?
I hope to expect it soon, you know, before the deadline for the Eurobasket Championship. I want to be a part of the team, and you know, to have the opportunity to represent the Czech Republic on the national team, and you know, also to be around these group of guys. You know, it's a good blend of guys. You have a lot of veterans with Jiří Welsh and Luboš Barton and Peter Benda, and after you have the young guys, you know, like Tomas Sataranski and Jan Vesely, and you know, also David Jelenik. So it's a very good team, a talented team, and I'm excited for being here.
Oh, well, we now, all the team will now put together quite a nice group of players with EuroLeague experience. So it definitely would help in Eurobasket.
Yes. Sure, I think the Czech Republic has a very good national team and a good opportunity to make some noise in the championship in September. So, you know, I think that just starting the training yesterday with the team, everybody is very, very hungry, and you can see that everybody is very, very focused on contributing to the team.
How many of these guys do you remember from your stay in Nymburk?
I think just at the time, Sataranski was with USK, and he was, you know, just a baby. I think 17 or 18 years old, and you know, he still does these crazy dunks, and he's a little older now. But you know, Peter Benda and Šutis Radek was on my team in Nymburk at the time too. So to see these guys and their faces, they look like they don't age.
By the way, what or how much can you speak or can you talk to them in Czech?
Malo, malo. My Czech is good for understanding and listening, but for speaking, it's a little bit more difficult. But I try, and you know, sometimes you know, they poke fun at me because you know, my Czech is a little bit funny sounding or with a different accent. But it's good to learn and to learn new words and to be able to communicate.
Do you speak with the kids sometimes?
Sometimes, and they're not so used to me speaking to them in Czech. So when I do, they look at me and you know, they say, "Daddy, oh, that's funny. You know, you speak Czech to me. Oh, that's good too." And you know, my wife, she enjoys it as well. So it's good in our house.
Did you also have to take the Czech exam, like
yes.
the Czech test?
Yes, that was the last time, and you know, hopefully I passed it. That's what we wait for now. Hopefully it's good news, and you know, they accept my application, and we can have good results.
Well, last time I've spoken about it with Corey Moorhead. So he said it was quite tough and he was quite nervous. So how difficult was it?
Yes, it was nerve-wracking for sure. You know, I didn't know what to expect to go into the test. You know, I just tried to do the best I can to really be prepared, and you know, I thought it would be a little bit more you know, intense, but it ended up being not too bad, and you know, I was maybe pleased with the way the interview ended.
How often did you return during summers last couple of years to Czech Republic?
Often, like I said, my mother-in-law, they live near to Novicin and Ostrava, so we would come and you know, for the holidays, if I had some break during the season or during the summer holidays too, we would come and go to their place and spend some time in their village, and you know, really be able to you know, just relax in the summertime after the season.
By the way, I don't know if you know it, but for example, Levelson, there's the current Czech League legend, also US player. So he wrote about a book about for US players what they need to know when they go play abroad. And also last year I spoke to Curry Moorhead. So was already someone interested in your experience? I mean, in getting getting involved with the Czech woman, and even like acquiring the citizenship and so on. Like if there were other players or other friends who were interested in your experience.
You must just accept it, you know, and you know, really take pride and being able to have the opportunity to be in a new culture. If you come from a foreign country, and you must want to learn more about everybody and the culture, and you know, food and everything, the food, the language, the family history, and you know, even the presidents and the politics behind it, you know, because you know, a lot of politics take place in the Czech Republic too. So to know your history of the presidents and just to know the history of the cities and the villages like Prague, it's very important, you know, because it can build you to help you become a part of the culture yourself. So every time I get the chance to come to the Czech Republic, I try to learn something new, a new word or anything I can possibly learn.
Actually, what's the one thing that you really enjoy here?
The one thing I really enjoy here is it's a tough question because I enjoy many things.
Okay, so let's go with more.
Okay, first I enjoyed the food. You know, I enjoyed the food. It's a very good flavor. You know, my wife she cooks at the home all the time, and you know, I really love the way she cooks, and just the family vibe of everybody being able to speak to one another and be close, and to share even some intimate secrets, you know, or something like this. It's very important to have this within people close to you. So this, and also just the freedom. You know, you can walk down the street and everybody is very friendly. It's, you know, it's not, you know, there's not much violence or something like it can be in America, for instance. And you know, everybody is just very interested in each other, and that's important.
Can you imagine one day, I mean, some long-term staying in the country?
Sure. You know, I tell my wife all the time that after I retire from basketball, and you know, we will move to a small village in the Czech, and just, you know, we can be there, and we can have our peace and quiet sometimes, and you know, and just take life, you know, one day at a time, and just go very slow, because, you know, since we met, it's 7 years now, and going on 8 years, and everything it seemed to be going so fast. So you know, sometimes we just like to take our time and go slow too.
One before last, you have two different EuroLeague experience, one in France, one in Belgrade. So how different was it in Chalon and then in the half season in Belgrade?
Yeah, well, in Chalon we had to build the club to get to the EuroLeague. We had to win the championship, and it was almost like a reward, you know, for the hard work we did before. So, and it was also my rookie season in EuroLeague, so it was something, you know, I wanted to really aim for at that time. Once giving the second opportunity to play in Red Star, and you know, to play EuroLeague with this team, I think the team was a much more established team. The players had more experience with EuroLeague or European competition, and you know, also the club had a big history. So it was going into a situation where you know, I could just be a part of the history of the club, and it was you know, seeing the fans there in Belgrade. It was a crazy experience, and, you know, very intense. But you know, it was great, and I enjoyed my time in Belgrade. It was just unfortunate the way it ended, because
that's what I want. What happened there?
You know, it was just unfortunate, because I still speak with the coach there, and, you know, we speak, and he says, you know, we wish that it could have happened some other way, but you know, I think for my family at the time, the most important thing was for us to be able to spend time together, and for us to all be happy, and there the kids couldn't go to school, and you know, we didn't get to see much of each other at home. I was always busy or on the road, and you know, a big part of my work is to make sure my family is happy, and so that I can perform better at work.
Mm-hmm. Now, from one destination with crazy fans to another, which is Galatasaray. So I've heard last year that there were some like problems. Carlos Arroyo left during the season. So now it's all settled already, or what do you know about Galatasaray currently?
I don't know about last year, just from the media a little bit, but this year they have you know, new hopes of the team to get back to the top of the Turkish League and Euro Cup, and you know, yes, the fans have already started to speak to me on Twitter a little bit, so it's exciting there. And also, you know, I think there's new management with the team and the club for this next season. So there's new young management who wants to aim in a different direction for the club, and that's always positive, you know, when you see how they finished the season last year and where they want to go for the next year. It's good to be a part of this.